Last night, as I was going to bed, I got the most incredible revelation. And this is a challenge to everyone who sees this video. This is what we train for, people. This is not a drill. Knees to chest, knees to chest. I need your help. Do you remember when the Schumann resonance shot off the charts earlier this year, in the beginning of the year? Like never had seen before. A blast, a surge of white on the Schumann resonance that blew everybody's mind. Now, I'm not here to say I don't believe in coincidences, but I had been asking my father for a sign 33 seconds. Every time, Father, I love you. That wasn't the sign. I had had a revelation, and I'd asked my father for a sign 40 days before April 8th. And that was the day that the Schumann resonance did what it did. 40 days before April 8th. But once I saw that, and y'all whispered in my ear, what did you just do? You see, right before the Schumann resonance had done that, I walked with my father and Yeshua hand in hand, ran towards a battle I never expected to have in my life, and I broke something that I never knew was part of my purpose, and it was incredible. I did my first quantum jump down into a lower realm, and I faced the demons that have been, well, I opened the door to my core trauma, not knowing what was going to be on the other side and scared, because I've lived a life one would consider would have been a person who had been hurt as a child, if you know what I mean. A life of self-soothing, and in my young years, in my 20s, I suffered with addiction and schmalcohol, all the things that my friends that were with me were using to soothe painful childhood traumas, all the while I'd be looking at them thinking, what am I doing here? What am I doing to myself? I had the most incredible childhood. Nobody ever hurt me. Nobody ever touched me. Why am I here? We all have a core trauma. We all have a root trauma. And that day, when I opened the door, petrified of what I was finding, petrified I may have suppressed something of somebody hurting me, only to find little Colette, her root trauma was because she felt like she abandoned somebody she loved when she was 4 years old. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, I got this big old heart. But that's for another story. I took the light into the darkest places through my breath. No, through my father's breath, through the breath of Yah, the ether. And when I gathered up all of that pain and all of that hurt, and I saw myself transform, I let out a primal scream, and I burned up all of that pain, and I replaced it with light. With my father's light, my father's breath. And the light is the word of God, Yah. That is when the Schumann resonance went off the charts like never before. We have so much more power than we realize. So with that, here's my challenge. Ooh, I just love how Yah works. Last night when I went to bed, he said, tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock, actually, let's make it a little more fun. At 3:33 Pacific Standard Time today, I want every single one of you to put your phones down, leave them in the house, take off your shoes and your socks, and go put your piggies in the grass. And for 3 minutes, at minimum, stand there, praying, meditating with your Father, singing his praises. If you want, sing. That's one of the highest ways to raise your vibration. Forgive, laugh, dance, do whatever it needs to be done that will raise your vibration, but with your piggies in the grass. I need to see what collectively we can do to this. In fact, sing Amazing Grace. Whether you got great pipes or you can't sing at all, sing it. Today, August 8th at 3:33 Pacific Standard Time. Join me. Join our Father out on the grass. Concrete doesn't really work. You're going to need to find some grass. I'm curious to see how our little experiment might work, but I'm pretty sure I might already know. But most of all, while you're out there, breathe deep, healing, deep breaths. Breaths of the ether, breaths of Yah. Let's see what we can do together with the Schumann resonance. Me, you, and our Father. I will see you today at 3:33, my friends. Mwah! I love you with my great big gigantic heart.